Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Day 2 of the International Day of People with Disability 2018 APFA Championships. We've got Kiwi Green up against the Queensland Barbarians. But before we begin, a big thank you to our gold sponsor, Power Mobility, a one-stop shop for all your mobility needs. Drop into their huge showroom at Geebung in Brisbane or visit powermobility.com.au. My name is Tristan Peters and I'm joined by Tom Dixon here today. What can we expect from this game, Tom?
Good morning, Tristan. Look, I think this will be a cracking game. I think these two teams are very well suited for each other, and it'll be interesting how all these young teams go. They're both young teams, so let's get on to it.
We've got Cooper on the ball. Barry pulls out. Wisely to let it run over for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's interesting there. Logan was a designated keeper last night, Logan McCool there, and you can see him in the middle. So they've obviously decided that he's better off the field, and he did have a great game yesterday. So,
as we see, Paulini take the hit. A nice ricochet there over the sideline for Kiwi Green ball.
Kiwi Green ball.
I have to say, Tom, I was also really impressed by young Parry on the Barbarians yesterday. He's only 10 years of age. Only been playing the sport for a year, but he's been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, he's a great little player, Jack Parry. And we were discussing with Simon yesterday that he had a great season for the Strikers, as you well know, Tristram. And he's just taken it on and on. He just goes on and on, doesn't he? So does Mark Warren, who's on the ball there for the Barbarians. He's playing great.
He made a number of absolutely fantastic saves yesterday against New South Wales in what was a tough first game, as we see. Paulini pass to McCall. Parry doing battle. Nice pass up as he makes a run up the court. And another ricochet Barbarian ball on this near sideline.
Yeah, is that Reese Will up there in 22?
Vermillion, yes it is. Also really impressed with him when we were lucky enough to go to New Zealand National Championships.
Yeah, I was saying that to Simon yesterday. He had a really great National Championships, and he's come a long way.
See some nice defensive pressure there from McCall, a nice intercept. It's a pretty even game so far.
Yeah, I would say New Zealand slightly on top of those opening stages. Just pinning the Barbarians down there, but get a quick breakaway. Jack Parry not honouring the lead there. Great pass from Darcy, I thought.
As we see McCall try to make the block for that through ball.
It's a tough pass.
Let's see if he can spread.
Great effort.
Does. That's a great through ball. Some nice passing movement. That's a wonderful shot. Oh, just wide of the post. Fantastic shot by Vermillion, but just skimmed the left up right there.
Yeah, I think Burley probably had it covered. He was going fast across there. But, yeah, Van Meulen, great opening shot. Maybe, I was saying to Simon before in the previous game that, some of these young guys don't use the front of their bars enough. They always want to swing and hit that ball.
That sounds right. Sometimes players need to remember that all you need to do is hit the ball faster than the opponent's share goes, and a simple punch off the front of the guard is a good option, as we see.
Great
fantastic
pass.
Goal clearance. And there's some nice positioning there from Warren.
Some good defensive work there from Van Meulen too, just to get it out, reset.
And we see Parry taking this sideline hit.
Not much on here.
Down the wing. Nice through ball. Parry and Paulini, two 10-year-olds.
Yes.
Doing battle. That's going to be a fantastic contest today.
They won't run out of enthusiasm, that's for sure, will they, Tristan? They'll go all day, those two.
Even when they're finished this game, they'll probably have some scrimmages. They won't want to stop us. We've seen McCall take the ball, commanding his troops. It's some fantastic talk from Barry at the back, communicating with his team.
Great play, Darcy Clues there. He was onto that.
McCall takes this shot again.
Needs to get a channel here though, doesn't he?
Yeah, Mark's creeping across, reading that nicely. Parry cleans it up.
Oh, he could have slipped that through. It would have been dangerous.
Some nice defensive play from Mark, sweeping in behind to cover. Parry battling again.
Good work there from Parry to win the sideline hit.
That's a nice channel by Warren.
Oh,
the ball's gone straight through.
Darcy should have been onto that one. I think his strikers coach Tim Merkers be a little bit upset then. He likes to run onto the ball a lot. He should have been well and truly onto that run.
Yes, Tim Merkers, Darcy's local coaches, assisting the Queensland Cyclones this week. Doing an absolutely fantastic job, as always, and I'm sure we'll be having a chat to Darcy and getting him to make those runs just a little bit earlier. But Clues has been fantastic. As
really
we see, unfortunately, that's the commentator's curse.
Give him a rap, and he's done that. But, like, yeah, I think, he's only had that strike force for, what, maybe 6 months, something?
I was talking to Simon yesterday in a previous game about the difficulty in getting used to the strike forces after playing a day chair. And it's quite a tough task as we see McCall
good setup
line
here.
up.
Parry's quick, though.
Nice block by Clues, who pulls quickly upfield to avoid the 2-on-1 as we see pulling. Oh, that's a lovely save by Parry there, knocking it out for a corner. Yep. This is some lovely pressure by Kiwi Green.
Yeah, it is some great pressure. It's interesting here that Belly's gone sideways at the goal.
We often see players for corners parked behind the line facing outwards so they can run forward.
The call's in a good position, but Parry dispatches that out there. I'd like to see Parry and Burley swap over here, Trisham, and have the designated keeper come out.
Yeah, so for the viewers at home, Burley with the goalkeeper's bib does not put people offside, which means that he can run the top of the box. As we see Parry, again, brilliant defensive pressure.
Still one there.
Close to a 12, yeah, and the referee's called that.
I was going to put a shout out to Mark Warren there. I accidentally said he was the third top scorer in the QPFA league this year. Apparently he was equal second. He corrected me in a message.
And rightly so as well, Tom. Get your facts right.
I know.
He had an absolutely fantastic season for Brisbane City. As they were missing Bryce Castles for a lot of it through injuries, we see Parry through a nice through ball.
Still one there.
That's close to a 2. Referee whistle to the mouth, but lets it play on. And again, we've got McCall taking the sideline. He's been quite effective with this sideline hits, McCall. He's finding some nice channels.
Yep.
Going to aim for the gap between Polini and Vermillion as Parry does a wonderful shot up the court.
Side. Still great play. Great run by Darcy Cleese there.
That's a wonderful, wonderful clearance, and they'll be looking to lock the opposition down.
Yeah, Cleese needs to tighten up on the sideline here, though.
There's a little bit too much gap there, as you've noticed, Tom.
Reese has actually just given Logan a bit of a symbol there. He knows what he wants. There you go.
That's a lovely heads-up play. Lovely pass by Parry. Warren can't quite get there. And it must have been a tough game yesterday against New South Wales first up. New South Wales being one of the premier teams in Australian power chair football. But I have to say that I thought the Barbarians did quite well. They've not played with each other before.
Correct. They did amazing. And I think, New South Wales being so awesome as they are and so great at passing and moving the ball quickly, they had periods where they were really dominant. But there were actually periods in there where the Barbarians actually did slow them down and that they were able to, almost get a few chances going too. So, they should take a lot of positives out of that game, I think.
And they've started this game really, really well as we see a great through ball.
Well, Jack Harry's come on the attack.
Mark Warren pulls out so he doesn't cause a 2-on-1, sweeping in behind. Parry doing battle with McCall.
Good work.
Taking it down on that left wing. And he's got the grip on that ball now. He's dragging Parry down the sideline.
You should let it go now, Jack Parry. I know he's kept it in. Still playing at it.
And he's away.
That is
Darcy
the Jack Parry
pulls out of the play up on the right-hand side.
Great recovery from Cooper there.
Nice heads-up play by Parry. And he always has an absolute smile on his face, Parry. He enjoys power chair football in his first season and always plays in the best spirit, which is great to see.
Exactly right. Gets around the ball here. A lot of force coming off Parry's chair there. You see his head wobbling around a lot.
He's very, very committed in this battle.
Oh,
As again, the two youngest players of the competition.
Yeah, Paulina and Perry are having a great little battle here.
Oh, that's a lovely, lovely move by.
Keeper's worked him well. He's won the ball too.
That's fantastic. Fantastic play. As we see,
Logan should slow down a bit here, and they should set up the corner a bit. I don't think Cooper's in a great position there.
That's
Great
a lovely
player.
through ball.
Oh, who's that going to be against? Oh, that's a interesting thing. Yeah, I suppose Barry did stop. Barry de Geese, the veteran of New Zealand power chair football out there.
And that's correct. Correct. Who is responsible for the viewers at home for the Panther wheelchairs that you can see a lot of the New Zealand teams using, which have been a fantastic innovation.
Yeah, I was telling Simon before how good they are at actually in keeping with the front bar as well, because they've got a big bar on the front of that. It's very hard to get past across the front, isn't it?
Correct, absolutely. As we see Warren make a run down the wing. Some nice heads-up plays. We see McCall again. And
on the outside.
for the viewers at home, the reason why the ball's gone to the Barbarians there is that Parry was on the outside and he's been adjudged to have being attempt to keep that ball in, hence a Barbarians ball.
Now, I'm not quite sure if Pistorius is in a great position here. But he's got to stay away from Warren, I guess.
Oh, that's a lovely lead by Warren.
Yep. Oh,
As Kevin's there. Jack's doing battle.
well done, Warren.
Jack's
Get out of there.
Barry's almost through as Barry makes a wonderful aggressive goal-kicking move. And Zach Burley is going to come up to meet him.
Great work, Zach Burley.
Fantastic work again. He was really, really quite solid in that New South Wales game as well.
He was. Doesn't usually play keeper, and it's showing up that he's actually not playing too bad there. Oh, he's doing well there. He's protected that place well.
And we have a goal kick. I don't know if Melini agreed with that one, but we see Parry line up again. No, Burley's going to take the goal kick. As Pretorius is making a nice block, I think, in the middle of the field for that channel.
Parry wants to get on the inside of McCall here. He shouldn't be on the outside there. He can't do anything there. He's not helping Zach Burley out at all. Mark is nice and wide, though. Maybe he should go to Warren.
That's a lovely play. A nice
great touch,
Warren. Fantastic.
And he's picked himself up at 2-1.
And he wins the foul. That's fantastic play by Warren. Great heads-up play.
He's really leading this team exceptionally well, isn't he? Tristan?
Absolutely.
Yeah. He is a senior member of this team, and he has to direct them well, and you can tell he's been doing a great job of that.
As you can see, he's gesturing for Pretorius to move up the court further. Oh, and that's a double touch.
You can't double touch. Yeah.
Unfortunate miss hit by Parry.
It's a bit of a rookie error, that one, but that's okay. He'll remember that the next time, Jack Parry, I'm sure.
That's some nice coaching by Warren on the court, just telling Parry to keep his head up and ensure that he doesn't drop his head. As Pretorius makes a nice block and pushes hard against the ball.
He needs to let it go now, though. Give Jackson room. Yep. Oh, Cooper just... Oh, he's beaten him again. Is he going to get 2-1 then? No, he's not.
And Kiwi green ball.
Yep, this is a good position, this, for a set piece.
They've had a couple of chances, Kiwi green, but just haven't been able to make the most of them.
They played very well against Victoria yesterday, Tristan, in that 2-0 win. And I think people just didn't expect that out of them, but they're really good.
As we see.
Oh, it's there again. Oh, he's shot on the back. Can he get in there? Oh, it's on the outside of the post.
I'm sure Burley would say that he had that covered. He was positioned well, but that's probably the best chance by Kiwi green to date.
Exactly right. I'm sure he had it covered, but I'm pretty sure Cooper Paulini was going to run in there. It would have been bar on bar, would have been a fair challenge. He would have been able to push that ball through slowly.
Correct. As we see Burley again line up, who has a very novel goal kick. He often does the spin.
It's just not controlled, but he does get a lot of power out of it. He shepherded that well.
Kiwi green ball again. Burley couldn't quite get around that to save the set piece. And this is quite a tough position to actually
That's a better setup. now they've got Van
Veenhoven.
Van Veenhoven's at the top of the box, and he can just angle that down to Fellini there.
Parry makes a nice run.
Oh,
and Warren's away.
Warren's away, yeah. Oh, Barry a long way upfield. That is great keeping. What a clearance.
I have to say, I've been really impressed by both Barry and also Dylan Needham from WA. They've been really aggressive goalkeepers, and they're really leading by example.
Dylan made 2 length of the field runaways to score yesterday, didn't he?
He did. He was... the second one was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Well, they were both amazing, but the second in particular...
Unheard of in Power Chair Football Nationals, really.
A lovely, lovely knockdown. And that's a good pass by Burley, but Fellini's on it as Parry does battle.
They're getting close.
Oh, that's a lovely save. And out for another goal kick.
Great save from Burley. Both goalkeepers really stepping up in this game.
As goalkeepers ourselves, Tom, we always like to give the shout out to the goalkeepers as we see a substitution made.
I don't think Peters can pass himself in the goalkeeper rage anymore. He spends a lot of time out there in the field. So I think you've probably lost your unionship membership, mate. But yeah, look, I think we always stick up for the defensive players.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Burley line up, another nice hit. Oh, there's a bit of contact there, but no, the ref has called that.
Then you got a little help there from the assistant ref from Football Queensland on the side there.
And isn't it fantastic to have Football Queensland supporting us so amazingly throughout this week?
It is great. And cheerio to everyone out there at head office Football Queensland. I know you're all sort of watching on the live stream. Hope you're working hard. And the CEO's not in there but looking at you and watching the live stream, but I hope you're all enjoying it.
As we see a lovely ball, and that's just...
Has McCool touched it?
Shaved off McCool's ball. That's a lovely pick up by near side linesman.
I think the way McCool's angled here, Parry should try to go for a hit off the side of his chair. Get some extra field.
This is going to be a risky ball because...
that's
a nice... Parry can't quite get the ricochet off Cluse's back guard.
Yeah, so McCool's just got to take his time here and set this up because they've been attacking up here a lot. They need to get some reward for only like 3 minutes to go here.
See a nice hit. And Cluse is going to have to be careful. That's close to a 3-on-2, so maybe the refs just said play on there, but Pretorius will have to back out now. And no, he's...
too close there, yeah.
Recognised the 2-on-1.
We should also mention, Tristan, if anyone's in the area and they want to come down, we're just at Brisbane State High in South Brisbane. It's a great venue, and it's looking smick. There's heaps of people down here having a great time, so come down and see us if you're in Brisbane.
Yeah, big thanks to Brisbane State High, who've done a terrific job in assisting us put on this tournament. As we see a fantastic shot, and that's a goal.
Fellini has scored.
Fantastic set piece.
Well, he's been threatening all day, hasn't he?
He has.
Like, young Cooper, he would probably be one of the best up-and-coming stars in Power football in the world, I would say. But, like, he's just, he knew exactly what he was doing here. Great little pass back.
A fantastic, just off the rear wheel. We'll call that the back heel.
Yeah.
As play resumes, we return to live action.
Not the end the Barbarians wanted for that half.
No, we've got 2 minutes left in this half. As Parry played for territory there from the kickoff. And they'll really want to lock down Kiwi Green in this end of the half as we see a little bit of contact. The referee just telling Clues to calm down slightly.
And McCall letting him know about it too. I was commenting to Simon earlier, and I think Chris Suffield yesterday was commentating with that some of these Kiwi...
sorry to interrupt, Tom, as we see Parry make a nice break. Doing battle with McCall. He's going to get around that. He does, beautifully. Is he going to keep it in? No, unfortunately not.
I was just saying so. Sorry, Tristram, some of these young Kiwi players quite chatty. They want to be now. They've learnt some bad habits from some old guys. I don't know who that would be. I don't know who would have gone to the New Zealand Championships to teach them sledging, but I don't think we had any classes on sledging. But anyway, as we see a great defensive pressure by Clues, who's really pushing Kiwi Green back, and this is the sort of pressure that we want to see from the Queensland Barbarians. Yeah, look, I think, look, we're in the referee's hands here how much time there is to go, but this is a great opportunity for the Barbarians.
I think the Barbarians should push a little bit more. They're giving a lot of space for that hit there. As Pretorius makes a nice run. Pushing strong.
Yeah, good work. He needs to let that go now, though.
Jack Parry tries to get around that.
Brilliant.
That's a lovely one.
Come on, Chico.
Pretorius is there. Oh, close.
Great work from Barry Guys, though. You've got to give that close to a 2-on-1. He's running out of the box there. Always a terrifying situation for a keeper.
As we see McCall again, who's very much a set-piece wizard for this Kiwi Green. He's taking these sideline hits. And there's a nice channel there for him to pass the ball through, but Parry's there and will control it nicely to take it back up the ring.
And that's it.
And that is half-time. We have Kiwi Green leading Barbarians 1-0.
We might take a short break, Tristram, and we'll be back after the break.
Welcome back to the second half of Game 2, Day 2, Kiwi Green versus Queensland Barbarians. Kiwi Green have taken the court very, very quickly, eager to resume action, being confident with their 1-0 lead, but I really think that Queensland Barbarians can get back into this fixture. Tom, what do you think they need to do to lift or get a bit of attacking pressure going?
Well, I think they've probably got their strongest team on the field. That's pretty good. I'd like to see more space. I'd like to see them play a bit of a, maybe Darcy Clues as an attacking winger, so he should play higher up the field. I do like this Burley out. This will help immensely. It does leave them a bit lacking there with the direction from Mark there, because Mark was helping him out, but like Burley will attack well and he'll control that ball well. I
think what's fantastic to see is we've got Warren in goals.
Yes.
So he'll be communicating from the back, and we can hear him on the sideline. So that experience will definitely help as we see Parry make a nice break into the box. And that's a big collision.
It's just going to be... No. I'm sorry. I don't actually agree with that one, Tristan, but that's all right.
Oh, I don't know. It's good to see goalkeepers get right away there.
Yeah, for sure. I still don't think you're a full member of the union, but it's all right. But yeah, look, that was a good attack, wasn't it? And Burley straight away has made a passing option up front there, which has changed the game a bit.
And there's a lot of space given to Barry, who plays territory. Perhaps wanted just a little bit more on that, but...
Yeah, I think that's good, like, sort of old head sort of way of looking at it, though. Let's get it set up so we can block him in.
He does bring fantastic experience to this side. As we see, Parry, unfortunately, knocked the ball over the sideline, but
he might be getting a 2-1 here.
I think you are correct, Tom. No, we're having a reset, I'm assuming, because Rich was encroaching on the 5 metres. As we see Clues line up again to take the retake.
Yeah, there you go. Barry's worked it out, and he said, look, you better let me go up front because I am the Dezo.
As we see Mark make a nice pass up.
Yeah.
Cut off by Polini, but that's a nice aggressive goalkeeping by Warren.
It really is. It's fantastic effort there. And I mean, I can see the Kiwi Green bench going a bit nuts at Polini there for hitting it out. But I mean, I think he was trying to do the right thing too. He was trying to be aggressive.
Sweet Parry line up. Oh, and that's a lovely pass down to the wing as Parry does battle again.
Yep. Polini's on the outside here, so Parry's going to have to work very hard there. He's done well, but he has brought it back in danger. But there you go.
That's a nice,
The old head of Warren says no.
And then we see Zach make a nice play down the wing, and he's won that ball. That's some great defence, resolute defence by Queensland Barbarians.
He's making a big difference being brought forward. It's going to help out. I wonder if they can just maybe put someone else in keeper and get Warren up there with him. That might help. There's a bit of city combination up there.
And that is a really good point, Tom, because we've got Warren and Burley both playing for Brisbane City, who came second in the QBFA League. As we see a lovely little turn by Burley, who drives it close to a 2-on-1. And the referee is going to let that one go, judging that Clues had no impact on the play.
Yes.
That's a nice pass.
Oh, Clues.
As Clues lines up.
He better not swing.
He can't quite get there.
Close
one. We see some exasperated gestures by Queensland Barbarians coach Enzo D'Agostino on the sideline. He's done a fantastic job.
He has, hasn't he? It's great to have Enzo involved, the Barbarians. Also saw Barry have a bit of a word there to the New Zealand young players, telling them that, you know, when it comes back here, you can't all be running left and right all over the place. You need to be set up. So it's good to see, like, you know, you got Warren and Entergeist, so they're both trying hard to turn these young guys around. It's
fantastic to see that experience being given to the younger players, as we see Barry look for the middle channel, but we've got Jack Parry nice and high, as it is just wide of the post. And that's a really good setup, Tom, I think, because we've got Parry pushing higher up the court and Burley dropping a little bit back defensively, which is giving Parry a little bit more freedom to attack those balls. And how many goals do we see Parry score like that this season? Like, he just collect off midfield and you just watch it sail past you. That's that youthful exuberance. He doesn't mind telling you about it either. No, I have to say that Jack and I actually share the same condition, SMA, And he regularly tells me that he's the best SMA player playing for Adrian Football. We see a wonderful pass up the court. Barry again with some great keeping.
I know Barry's upset with that, but I still think that was good defensive play. He can set up again now.
As we see a variation on this play with Burley now taking the hits.
Yep.
And we've also got Richard Page on the court.
I think Jack Parry should go down to the corner and Burley's passing down there.
So we see.
He's shooting.
Oh, he's shooting. Oh.
Not bad for Burley.
I don't mind that at all. If it was just a little more accurate, that was going to be a fantastic play, but that is going to be brilliant because it's going to keep the goalkeeper guessing.
And the best thing about it is that it will, yeah, exactly right. As you say, like next time they have a situation like that, Barry will probably have to sit on that post.
As we see
Sub there.
A change, Van Vroonhoven comes off and McCall returns the field of play.
Barry setting up here for a goal kick. He likes the corners, doesn't he, of the goal box? You don't see many people do that.
No, that's
Burley's onto this.
Unfortunate shot. Burley comes around the outside and through, and Parry was close to finishing that, but unfortunately Clues encroached in the 3 metre, and that's probably both of them being new to the sport of power chip football, just not communicating as to who was going to take that shot.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's why Parry's starting to center this ball a bit more. Those corner ones aren't working very well. He's not getting very much luck there. Parry needs to put his head on the ball here. Forget about Page. He needs to think about where he's going.
I'm really, really being impressed by Queensland Barbarians in the second half. They're definitely exerting far more pressure.
Yeah. 2-on-1 there.
I think we've got a 2-on-2. So, that's another.
Oh, one of those is going to come off.
They're really dominating now.
They're really pushing, yeah. Trisha, need new wheels? Power Mobility has the latest models from leading brands like Quantum, Private Mobility, Magic Mobility, and Autobox. So book your free trial today or visit powermobility.com.au to find out more.
We should say it's not obviously just for the sports chairs, but for all day chairs. And they've been fantastic throughout my life.
They really have. They've got a great stand here too. You come out and check. You can check them out too.
As we see a wonderful shot by Clues with Parry attacking.
Oh, Urchel's done well there. Parry kicks it in.
Unfortunately, that just didn't come off.
There's a runaway here, but Warren's back there. Hopefully, Page is wide.
Very calmly watching that ball run over the sideline, Warren. He did everything he needed to there.
Did a great job.
Clues again, lining up.
Hey, Clues should not try to go across the front of the box here. I can see him thinking about it. He's looking for his striker's teammate, Parry.
Sam's run upfield, and Parry is still wide, so
it's Darcy Clues directing traffic.
As we see some nice, that's rolling.
It's still in.
That's a lovely play by Clues. As Sam is going to get around that by the looks.
Oh, it's great.
He's going to let it run. He's still battling. As we see Parry, that's close to a 2-on-1. The referee paused slightly.
He's got Barry turned around.
As we see, they're bunched in that corner, but they've let it play on. And I think that's probably fair enough. Clues wasn't really in the action there.
And also, there was the same situation with New Zealand Green just before that as well. So Sam Mitchell needs to put a block on Logan McCool here if he can.
That's a nice ball. Unfortunately, just couldn't get the turnovers. We see Barry sweep back. Sam will want to have to pull out quickly to avoid the 2-on-1. As Warren comes across and meets that ball nicely.
Great work from McCall to take that length of the field.
As we see Parry do a spin, and that ball is going to roll over for a goal kick.
Well played by Parry there to let that go.
Some lovely counter-attack there by Kiwi Green. As Mark Warren, again.
He's using the very good guys technique here. He's taken it to a side. Trying to open up the field a bit.
Warren's communicating well.
They're a long way away. That was always going to come back. He's out of the box. Oh.
That's a lovely save by Warren.
It is. He's in a lot of trouble there, and he's pulled that off well. He's just told Jack Carey that you need to come back closer to me, mate.
I think they're perhaps missing Burley at the moment. He was leading well at the front of the court.
Chances on. Good setup here for New Zealand Green. Great defence.
Great defence as Clues lets that run through and then pushes against McCall.
He's controlling well. McCall's
Is he going to be able to get behind? He does as he goes back down and
well played by
knocks
Clues.
that ball out of play to allow the defensive structure to reset.
Yeah, good call, Mark. He puts Parry back on the line and says, look, let me play up front.
That's a
Great
nice punch by Warren. Clues is back in there. And the ref has called that for contact aiming by Clues. As Kiwi Green make a substitution.
Paulini getting a break.
And Vermillion back into action. You had quite a great start to this match.
He did. It's interesting what he can do here. He's gone wide. He's looking to get himself on the score sheet.
We've got Page with a rather nice block on Warren here. So Warren will want to have to push up quickly.
Oh,
that's a lovely touch.
2-on-1.
And that's contact. So I think we had Page there reversing into Warren.
He's just giving an apology to Warren.
Some great spirit as we see the number fall off the back of the chair. So the referee is going to...
Whose chair's that?
Reset that. That is Page. And I think it's held in by a magnet by the look.
They've got 2 slide things, I think, on the back of the New Zealand chairs, Tristram. They just slide them down.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, they're actually hard plastic.
As we see Warren elect for Parry to take this goal kick.
Well, they've got 9 minutes here to make a difference, really.
That's a lovely ball through. As we see Clues make a run down the wing.
He's
around it. And the ref has called it up. The number again falling off the back of the chair.
Well, it's a safety risk, isn't it? And yeah, that could easily,
And they're going to make a substitution. That's the second time that's happened.
Yeah, they should.
2 minutes.
They've got to fix that up, quite sure.
As we see a set ball. Now this will be an interesting contest.
Let's hope the call's ready for this. This is Darcy Clues. He does love this situation.
And he's through. There we go.
He's trying to cause a 2-on-1 there.
He's going to go behind Vermillion, is he? And he does.
He needs to work that out. He needs to go forward and around him if he can. Vermilion's got him.
Vermillion's on the outside, and that's an out ball. That's some great play by Vermillion.
Yeah.
Clues wasn't sure it went out and was playing on, but another shrill blast of the whistle by...
Probably not the best thing to do when you're down 1-0. You don't want to be wasting more time.
No, we need Barbarians to speed this game up if they want to push for that equaliser.
I'd like to see Burley back on if we can.
That's a lovely play by Clues.
It is.
And is that going to trickle over for a sideline? No, goal kick.
Unlucky. He's starting to get into this game a bit, Clues, though. He's starting to get a bit loose. Barry's gone defensive too.
We've seen McCall step up for the goal kick. So both teams getting a little bit defensive. That's a lovely clearance though.
Yeah, he just pushed that along.
Sam's hugging that sideline.
He needs to keep that chair straight though, doesn't he? Well kept in.
Parry now takes the ball and
he needs to get past.
That's some nice play. He's going to let that roll out.
Well done.
Some brilliant patience by Parry. Playing it off the opposition Vermillion's wheelchair.
Just judging the roll of the power soccer shot ball there, just to roll out nicely.
A big thanks to our US friends at Power Soccer Shop who have kindly supported us for this competition. And that's going to be a sideline hit, so that's going to be a wonderful opportunity for Barbarians again to put pressure on.
Yeah, Darcy needs to tighten up on the sideline. He needs to go forward. Darcy Clues needs to get further forward. He's already been out of position. He only needs to be 5 metres away.
He's 2 metres from us, and it's hard not to yell out.
Obviously, we play with a lot of these young guys, don't we, Tristram? So.
We do indeed. So, excuse if, as commentators, we show a little bit of bias. But I have to say, I've been really impressed by Kiwi Green this game. They've been absolutely fantastic.
Of course, we're a little bit biased towards those guys too, because we got them, watch them develop from the Nationals back in October. So they've come a long way.
As we see Parry line up the sideline hit with Sam attempting the block.
Darcy needs to go deep. Darcy needs to go deep. Someone needs to tell him.
Parry makes that run.
You can see there the Panther, just the front bar power, just pushed him out.
He does some nice play by...
Parry's on the outside, done well.
We have 5 minutes remaining in this fixture. As Parry chases the equaliser. And unfortunately...
He's away.
Misses it with Amelia making a wonderful run down the wing. And that's some heavy contact.
That may go against Parry. He's sort of come across him.
No, we've got Vermilion making an apology to Parry, running in
a lot of
very
respect.
Aggressively.
I'd say, Paul David's getting a little hard time here on the sidelines. The Kiwi Greens are giving it to him, and he had a New South Wales pitch before, questioning everything he did when he was central ref.
That's a lovely leave by Sam. That's a nice dummy to get some strong territory as we see Burley re-enter the action.
Yeah, I think this is a great move. Great move here. He needs to play up front too. They've really got to keep their heads here, New Zealand Green. Great. Oh, just needs someone to run onto that. It was a good setup.
It was a good opportunity again to set their defensive structure, but they're quick running out of time, the Queensland Barbarians, as Kiwi Green very smartly slow down play and hold on to this lead as we see an unfortunate punch from Vermilion over the sideline there. Clues gets around. That's some heavy contact as he keeps it in nicely.
Oh, he does well. He's still going, is he? No.
As I think we've seen Vermilion injured. That was some heavy contact.
He says he's all right. I'm not quite sure the Kiwi coach should be coming on without direction from the ref.
I think we saw Josh
gesture
for Mr. Ireland to run on to ensure that Vermilion is okay to resume action, which he is. As we see our healthy round of applause.
Well done. It's good respect from the Queensland crowd. Very knowledgeable in power chair football, I think.
And we're going to see our set ball, I believe.
Clues.
As Clues makes a nice run. Oh, that's going to go Kiwi Green.
Oh.
As we hear some exasperated cries from the Kiwi bench. I think perhaps calling for a yellow card.
I think he's just told Darcy Clues that that's your last warning. But Darcy has cerebral palsy, of course. He's very sporadic in his control, but that's no excuse to be smashing into plays. He needs to control that if he can, take some deep breaths, calm himself down a bit.
As we have a minute remaining with Parry making a nice pass to Burley. Burley running up the court, and Burley just touches.
Yeah.
Burley pulls back to the wing.
I tell you what, this is a much improved effort from the Barbarians though compared to yesterday. So they did a great job yesterday, but they're doing a great job here.
This has been fantastic, and perhaps unlocking not to have a goal here today as we see the ball run through, and Jack punches nicely. Clues again, knocks it over the sideline.
Trap it in there. They got to trap it in there. They've still got a chance on here.
We're now down to 30 seconds.
And well, we're up to the hands of the ref, really, aren't we?
But Barry's moved up the court. No, he's just telling the players to relax, and McCall's got to try and go down the wing here, I feel. As we see McCall take the shot. Reese makes a nice play. And we're going to need something special here from Barbarians. We're going to equalise. We see Vermilion with a wonderful battle, controlling it nicely with a wonderful pass across for Polini to take it up.
Now he's got a chance.
Close to a 2-on-1, but Polini pulls out just in time as Parry hits it up the sideline.
Look at the watch there from the central referee. Must be very close.
McCall lining up, taking his time, the ref with the whistle to his mouth, and I think once he hits it, we may get the whistle, which we do.
What a great game of football it was.
Fantastic game with Kiwi Green triumphing 1-0 over Queensland Barbarians. And Tom, what were your thoughts on that game?
Look, I thought both teams were sensational. They really took it to it, didn't they? Like the Kiwi Green team in that first half, they took the attack all the way to the end. And it kind of looked like they were going to dominate for a while there, but in the middle of the game, the Barbarians really crawled back into it. And I think by the second half, the Barbarians were probably dominating a bit more at the end.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was just a great contest of power chip football there with Kiwi Green coming out on top. But again, we'll wrap it up there with Kiwi Green triumphing over Queensland Barbarians 1-0.